So I guess we can start. How many of us are here? We are 92 people. Okay. So so Bhaiya, can I start now as of now?
Yeah, we can start.
Okay.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Okay. Somebody from the host, please take care of the participants who are coming. Just add them as they come
Yes,
along.
we will add them. We will add
Okay.
everybody.
Okay. So I welcome all of you to this session. Let me turn on my slides so that you can see it. Um, can you all can you all see those slides that are in front of you? If you all can, please type yes in the chat section.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, okay, okay. So I'll just jump on to the stuff instead of focusing on all of this. So I welcome all of you to to relax, research, and create a session, a meditation session for all of us researchers. So mainly the motive of this session is that we all are working in the field of research, right? And we need to have some kind of skills that will help us to work in a very nice way in our field. See, we need to find out some things that have not been found out till now, right? We need to do some of the works that have not been done till now. That is the essence of the work called as the research. And this work is one of the most stressful works of all of them. I'll not say that the works that they are not stressful, but our field is also equally stressful as it is there for the others. So it is really very nice to have some of the techniques that can actually help us to improve our skills and get a better way out. If we have some of the skills that can make our work in a very nice way, so it is going to help us a lot. So this is the whole session is about. We are going to learn some amount of techniques called as the meditation techniques that can help us to improve our skills and gain a better way in our work. So once again I welcome all of you. So as a first part of the slide, I would like to give you an intro about myself. I am doing my PhD at CSIO Delhi Center. My main works include the wireless sensor networks and the machine learning. I have written more than 10 of the research papers and given so many talks about the academics and how to do the real world interfacing of the microcontrollers. Now I would like to tell you that in this session I have a very nice meditation expert with me. See, we all need a very good teacher to learn something. At one or the other point of time, we got the guidance from a very nice teacher. I'm really sorry about my stammering. I stammer, and this is all cause of that. So that teacher actually told us, he taught us how to learn this thing in a very nice way. See, earlier we thought that this thing is a very big and we cannot learn that. But it was due to the teacher that we got to learn it, and now we are doing the work on that. So for this session, I have called an expert who will guide us in a step-by-step way that how, and he is going to teach us some of the techniques in this session, and at the last he will give us a small a small meditation session where you will get an idea about how this can really help us to get some of skills in a very much higher way. So now I would like to introduce my tell you some of the bits about the expert. His name is Mr. Santosh Sharma. He is a senior faculty from the Art of Living. He is one of the most sought trainers. He is one of the most sought trainers and has been has been teaching these workshops since past 11 years. He did his BTech from the Thapar University, and he is a recognized yoga teacher. So you can see that the per, that person who is going to tell us in this session has been doing this work since a long time. So it is why, and it is the reason why I called him for this session. So what happened? So this was a basic intro about the expert that is going to come here. See, while you were filling the forms for this session, I told all of you to I told all of you to answer some of my questions, and on the basis of that, I have made some analytics that can help us understand about what kind of stress that we face in our research work and how that can be helped. So on the basis of the also on the basis of the answers that you all filled in that form, I have made these things. See, one of the major things uh, see one of the major things that one of the major problems that we face during our research that can actually be solved using this meditation is concentration and stress. So these two are the major things which can actually be solved, and if you try to use these techniques and solve these things, you can imagine how big or how better your work will be, right? So apart from this, I also asked all of you that what are the kind of stresses that you face in your research life. So amongst all of the answers that you all gave, that I find out that the mental health issues and time management time management issues, they top this list. And this is where the need of meditation comes along. When we meditate, our mind comes so strong that we are able to handle these two big issues that you all face in your research life. Apart from this, I also asked you that on the scale of 1 to 10, what do you think that how this meditation can help you to solve these issues? And this was the answer that you can that all of you gave, that on the scale of 8 that this can be solved. One of the hosts, please take care of the persons who are coming in. It is showing on the screen again and again. Okay, so coming on to the next slide. So this is where I asked you that on the scale of 1 to 100, how stressful your life is in your research life. So on the basis of that, I can see that the amount of stress that you face is in the range of 90, is in the range of 80 to 91. So also what all of these things show, that we really need something that can help us to tackle these things of stress. We really need some of the techniques, and that is what you are going to learn in this session. And apart from this, I also asked all of you that what would be the best time for all of you to meditate. and most of you said that morning is the best time for all of you to meditate. So I was really happy when I saw all of these answers. And you know, this is the first thing that we have to solve. We need to solve these mental and time management issues in order to raise our productivity at a very nice level. So I'll not waste enough or more of the time. And now I would like to now I would like to all of you to just welcome the expert of today's session. His name is Mr. Santosh Sharma, and now I will hand over the session to Mr. Santosh Sharma. Welcome, Bia.
Okay, thank you so much, Chandan. Hello, everybody. Namaskar. I would just like to first check, am I audible? Can you all just thumbs up or say a wave to me? Yes. Am I audible? Am I visible? Okay. So I can see maximum
Yes.
of you. I can see Dr. Jukalar, Ramandeep ji, Nirav Kumar ji, Rahul Pratap ji, Usha ji. So many people are joined. Welcome to this session. Sandhya ji, काफी लोग हैं. I can see on just my laptop. Okay. So thank you so much for inviting me over here and making me the best use of this time in this amidst lockdown time. And I really would like to thank Chandan also, because the way he has put in this whole session for all of us. Yeah. And thank you for the slides, Chandan. I think this is how a research scholar works, right? है ना, एक रिसर्च स्कॉलर पूरा अपना स्टडी के साथ और उतरता है मैदान पे, है ना, always comes with all of that research work. So the survey is already done. So I think this is the first time somebody has done this before a talk or before a session. And I think this, all the study gonna second whatever we're gonna be learning or we're gonna be sharing with each other. But you know, before I start, I would like to say that this is just not a session which is like a lecture. I know many of you are teaching also. Many of you are working on different grounds. You're doing your research work and everybody. So I am finding this crowd to be more intellectual. So don't consider this as a lecture because you already know so much. So I want to make it more interactive, right? So there is a chat box for your usage because we cannot unmute you as of now. Okay. So you can use the chat box as much as you can. Yes, everybody. Can you give me your thumbs up? Okay. Yeah, please participate so it will be easy for each of us to do. Yeah, thank you so much. You can type also and you can do your thumbs also. And those who are not on the video, I would request again to come on the video. So the topic is very interesting, and I think this is one of the first time I'm talking on this topic, but I've definitely gazed these many years about these things. So research for me, because I was a student of biotechnology, I did my engineering, and there I was working on few projects with one of my colleagues who was research oriented, right? So in this long time, everybody is sitting home, and somewhere there is a scare, insecurity, anxiety about this pandemic stage, and I think research people, they have a very big responsibility to come out with a vaccine. What do you say? Yeah, and vaccine game is there so that this lockdown and whatever the problems or the difficulties this whole world suffering from, it comes to
the
research.
voice is a little bit not audible. Yours voice is breaking.
Okay, I might voice. Okay,
This might be
should I
a
switch on to the
network
lab? Okay. So am
You-
I okay now? Am I okay now?
No,
Just a second. Just a second.
problem is still there.
Okay.
you can
Just
switch
a
off the laptop.
Okay, I've done that. Yeah. Now I'm audible, Chandan.
A little bit voice break is there.
Better than before. Switch on the laptop and switch off the hotspot.
I've done that. I've done that already, right? Okay. So I have just switched off that. Voice is breaking. Okay. Now you just need to give me a feedback on my voice. Is it okay now?
It is still breaking. Not good.
Okay, just reconnect. Just excuse me for a moment.
Okay, you can take your time. In the meantime, I would like to come back to all of you. There is a person in between us. I don't know if she is here or not. Do we have Veena here in this?
Yeah,
Please,
she is there.
please unmute her. Veena,
Yeah.
please talk.
Yeah, Savina is unmuted.
Hi, Veena. Can you hear me?
एक second.
Okay, so she also will take time. So in the meantime,
Okay,
you might have got an idea.
Hello?
Okay, so she is here. So
Yeah, Sarina is here.
she is also a research scholar who has been doing these, who has been using these kind of techniques in her in her daily life. So I would like to invite her as of now to share that how these things have actually helped her in her research work. So I will like now you to speak some, you to share how these things have helped you.
Hi everyone. My name is Savina and I'm doing PhD in physics
Please
from
take mic
ISER.
away from you. A little
Okay,
bit
okay.
away from. Yes, now it's fine.
I'm doing PhD in physics from ISER Mohali. I'm fourth year PhD student and I have done this happiness program of Art of Living in 2012. Since that time I was in BSc first year, so keeping practicing that thing up to now, it helps me great in handling the pressure of the PhD. Like everyone say, there is a very lot of pressure in during PhD because of the research, also because of the research guide, everything. You have to publish papers, you have to take the data and everything. So keeping practicing these things daily helps me to handle that pressure very lightly. Like you can see right now, even now I'm really very relaxed. I'm doing my PhD in a very relaxed medium. I cannot believe the people who said that PhD is a very tough job or a very stressful job like that. So it is very relaxing for me. So I suggest everyone to join this program and start doing this course. Thank you all.
Okay. So Santosh Bhaiya, is it fine now? Are you is it
you
ready?
give me the okay. Is it okay now?
Please speak something so that I can have an idea.
Yes. I'm speaking already.
Okay. So it's fine now. So I will again hand over the session to you to take this session.
Yeah. Okay. So thank you for the backup plan. I think internet connectivity can be one of the issues. Okay. But let's hope if it works. But if there is a problem again, I think Varun Upadhyay is another teacher who can, who's an expert. He can give me a backup and take over. Okay. So now, as I said, that research is something to do with, and I think, yeah, Renuka, is it fine now? Chandan, is it fine?
It is still breaking, Bhaiya. It is still breaking. It is still breaking.
Is it? Okay. So I think I need to change the location. Varun, should I join your network then?
You can come here meanwhile.
Okay.
So in the meantime, I really think that apart from all those things that we need in our life, we need a roti, we need a kapda, we need a meezna house. And the fourth thing that is going to add as of now is that we need a nice internet. So this is one of the things that I think is going to be added in the future in one of the essential things that we need in our life. So shall I wait for yes, Bhaiya.
Yeah, I can take over the session.
Okay, so now
here.
I would like to hand over this session to Varun Bhaiya. So before I do that, okay, so yeah, so back to you, Bhaiya. Please take the side.
Yeah. Okay. I hope now here everything is done. Now we have changed the place. I have changed the connection and everything. I hope it works now. Sorry for that inconvenience. That is, nothing is in our hands. Okay. So now let's move with the flow a little quickly. Okay. So as I said that relax, this session's name is Relax, Research and Recreate, right? So, because as I was saying that in this pandemic state, it is very impossible. It is very, very important also to put research into place so that we are able to relax in the coming time, right? Always it has happened in history, wherever the research work has happened, it has brought a lot of relaxation. So I think there is a lot of responsibility on your shoulders. Yeah. So research and relaxation goes hand in hand. But the reverse is also true. Is it required if you want to really research something? Is it important to relax also? Yeah. Have you ever thought if you really want to have a good research in your life or in your subject or anything you want to really recreate or innovate something, research, then relaxation is also very, very important, right? So I will give you just an example. For example, you have heard about the Newton, okay? So Newton, when came with this 3 laws of motion, what was he actually doing in his life? What was he doing at that moment when he brought into 3 laws of motions? Yes? Any answers? You can, of course, you can be free to write it on the chat box also. Yes, the Newton was correct. Yes, the Newton was actually relaxing under a tree. Yeah. The same thing happened with the Archimedes also. Okay, the great Archimedes principle. Yeah, of course. So the great Archimedes principles came into existence when the Archimedes was relaxing in a bathtub, and that's how the Eureka got happened. Yeah. So we heard about that word known as Eureka. So why? Because the mind was relaxed, but it was just not a relaxation, which we are doing in this pandemic state in the lockdown, just watching TV, eating, sleeping. No, it was not dull or it was not boring. No, it is not just being lazy. It was a conscious relaxation at that time, where your mind is more focused. At the same time, it is relaxed. Yeah. But normally what happens whenever we are focused, whenever great discoveries came from that too. Yes, of course. What I would like to feature that in those times, the relaxation, if you even explore the history further, lot of research and lot of inventions have happened from a country known as India, which we all are staying right now. Okay. So relaxation also complements. So it is nothing contradicts the research, and it is not just the stress which brings the research. Let me tell you, if it was a stress which brings a good innovation or creation or good research, then I think the countries like maybe Lebanon or the Iraq would have been more powerful, or would have, because in last 2 decades, what has been the survey is that these few countries which have been under tremendous pressure and stress, there has been no new invention or no new discovery in the last 2 decades. Right? So it is very important that when you want to create something, when you want to recreate something, you need to relax at this time. Yeah. So if I'm talking about the relaxation, what do you actually mean by this relaxation? Am I just talking about just take a sleep or just take a nap? I'm talking about the relaxation which is more voluntary. Yeah. Which is the art of doing absolutely nothing. Yeah. And that is also where your mind is also aware that this is the voluntary relaxation that I'm taking right now. Yeah. And that is where the part of the topic, the meditations comes into the picture. Right. See, if you have to keep your body healthy, right? Everybody wants to keep your body healthy, especially in this stage. If you have to really build your immunity and everything. So one thing is you're keeping your body fit. For your keeping your body fit, what you need to do is a lot of effort. उसमें प्रयास करना पड़ता है, प्रयत्न करना पड़ता है. That is what is the effort brings in. If you have to really keep it. But if you have to keep your mind fit, और जब मैंने survey देखा, which I have already seen, which Chandan has shared with us, that it is about the stress, anxiety, the problem that maximum of us are having, right? The emotional stress or the mental stress is high right now. Yeah. So to keep our mind healthy and happy, we have to do the reverse. It's not that it will not happen through the effort. There is where a certain amount of effortlessness is required. Yeah. And that effortlessness is something known as the meditation. And as I said again, art of doing absolutely nothing. But actually a lot of us, 80%, 90% people sometimes do not know what is this, how to not to do anything, how to meditate on your own. Is that something related to the concentration? Because what I was seeing in your survey, in your study, that graph that Chandan showed to all of us, it is also about the focus and concentration, which many people are lacking right now. Yes, I know you guys are intellectually and you're doing amazing in your fields. You have learned a lot and I respect your work. But there is one study that says that if a child, an average student, if studies or sit for any work, which is not very regular or which is not actually very charming sometimes, like writing the thesis paper or doing something cannot be very charming all the time. You need a relaxation out of that also. But when you sit for that, what is the average concentration if you sit for 1 hour? What does the study says? Any idea? 1 घंटे हम बैठते हैं तो हमारा एवरेज कॉन्सेंट्रेशन उस काम में या पढ़ाई में कितना होता है? How much we are able to concentrate? Any idea? You can write on the chat box freely, right? Please participate if you can. 45 minutes? Okay. See, 45 minutes, if it is working with you, yes, Iti and few more answers are now 15, 20 minutes. Now it has reduced. 45 minutes, that let me tell you, you are already in the category of geniuses, right? You are nothing less than the genius. Yes, but it is, this research says it's hardly 10 minutes or sometimes 15 minutes. Of course, when there is a sense of urgency, then it increases. Like, for example, if you have an exam, if you have a thesis paper to be submitted tomorrow, if you have tomorrow, there is a viva or your interview, then the concentration level is there. The focus is more, right? But is there a relaxation at the time? No, there is no relaxation because you are worried, oh, kal kya hoga? What will happen tomorrow? Oh my God, I have a lot more work to complete. So you are totally focused, but you are not relaxed. Okay, but on the other hand, the deadline is not there. Like you have time for 20 days, a month or 2 months or so. Okay, then what happens is you are totally relaxed. But the reverse, that is, the focus is not there. But let me tell you, my dear friends, if you have to do anything successfully, it is not just about your research work. It is not just about your studies or anything. Even if you have to play some game or sports or anything, you need to have both the qualities. That is focus as well as relaxation. But the combination is very lethal, right? It is rarely to be seen. Yeah. So how to bring in that focus and the relaxation at the same time? That is what is requires an art. That is where your mind comes into the picture. See, if I'm talking why it is not happening, because your mind is running, our mind is running all the time. Yeah. As I told you, the stress and anxiety, it is one thing, I will call it stress. Why it is happening? Yes, I'm getting a lot of interesting answers. Sorry, I'm not able to repeat it all the time, but I'm very happy to receive the answers and you guys are actually participating and giving good responses. I'm very happy to. Please continue. Please continue. Yeah. So I would like to mention one thing that, to keep the both things in the balance, the focus and relaxation, we need to have the mind fitness first. But because, in one day, now I'll throw a question to you that in one day, on an average day, do you know how many thoughts this mind encounters? कितने विचार हमारे मन में आते हैं? Any idea? How many thoughts? Come on, Usha ji, I want an answer from you. 70,000, countless. Okay, 10 lakh or something, 1 crore. So the study says, I will just stick to the facts. Yeah, the study says its average is 60,000 thoughts. And let me tell you, 95% are useless. Right now I'm talking, I know many people, they are taking a short refreshment break. The mind takes in every 3 minutes on a normal equation, it takes a 3 minutes break. It goes somewhere, takes a refreshment and comes back again. And that is happening with our mind all the time. Yeah, sometimes the stress is how the thoughts can go, on different counts, as you people are saying, countless thoughts. Yeah. If I ask you to count 60,000, it will become a stress for you people, right? But this mind is running. And let me tell you, that is what is the main reason for all our stresses in our life. Because in that moment, what is happening when your mind is going into the past, there are some good memories also, but mind is thinking more, which is something negative. If somebody has not done anything good to you, you are very angry on that person. If you have done something bad, then you feel guilty or regret. That is a deep impression we have. Kash aisa kar leta. Yeah. And when your mind is into the future, what happens? Sometimes there is hope, but maximum times there is what? Uncertainty. Yeah. Insecurity, fear, anxiety. That is all because of the future. And let me tell you, this mind is such a complex mechanism that it is coming and doing it thousands of times. And as you are saying, countless times. And that is where, that's why the survey actually seconds that focus and concentration. The concentration is the lack of concentration is not having, we are not able to concentrate properly. And that is what hampers our work. Because I know if I ask you that how many of you are able to give your best, then a lot of people will say, no, we are not able to give our best. Why? Because this mind is not giving its best, But let me tell you, the life is there in the present moment. So it is important to live in the present moment. And with this statement, I know that I'm talking of nothing new concept for you. That that mind should be there in the present moment. That's only the time you will be able to focus. But how to bring your mind into this present moment? That is the question. Yes. How can you bring your mind to the present moment, and how can you have this focus and relaxation at the same time? The question is that. Yes, Renuka, you are responding very quickly, very nice. You have to prioritize the things. But there is another thing. If prioritize would have been then a lot of people are also facing the time management issues. Conscious effort to focus. Lakshmi ji, very good answer. But does it really work? Okay, can I do a small process with you, everybody? Okay, just follow me, huh? Please close your eyes. Everybody, please close your eyes for few seconds, and please both your eyes. दोनों आंखें बंद करना है, huh? Yeah. Okay. Reba ji, can you please close your eyes? Huh? Okay. Now think of anything. अब आप कुछ भी सोच सकते हैं. You can think of anything, but you do not have to think about a monkey. Not even once. A red-faced monkey maybe eating a yellow banana, jumping here and there. Please do not think at all. Yes, okay. And now open your eyes. What did you get in your mind? With smile, I know what has come. Yeah, it was maximum times it was monkey. Yes, it is. Very, very obvious, मुझे टेंशन नहीं होनी चाहिए, मुझे फोकस करना है, मेरा मन इधर उधर नहीं भटकना चाहिए, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. But let me tell you, it is a futile exercise many times. You will see your mind is not at that place and it is everywhere else where it is not supposed to be. But that is how monkey with the banana. I know only monkey people are getting so funny. So a lot of people encountered that. Yeah, that is what is happening with our mind, because mind, the tendency of a mind, whatever you resist, it persists. You were in Goa. I don't know how monkey has come there. Yeah, it can come anywhere, right? Because this mind power is enormous. Yeah. So how you can really focus your mind? How you can really bring your mind into this present moment? So I would like to tell you that, mind has something, or we have a faculty, because there are different levels of our existence. I will just brush up quickly, which is like, we are just not the body. Right now you're seeing on the screen, the name is written Varun Upadhyay, but this is not the Varun Upadhyay. This is the body of Santosh Sharma, right? We have many other people. Chandan is there. Okay, we have Ithi is there. Okay, we have different people. Rahul is there. But what we are seeing is how do we recognize them is with the body. But are we just a body? No. We have a breath which is working to keep this body active. But are we just a breath? No. Yes, we have. I'm getting few answers also. We are also the mind. Right now, your mind decided, okay, I have to come and attend this session. Your mind decides I have to go anywhere, it reaches anywhere. Mind is, the subtler it is more powerful. Then we have intellect, which decides this session might be helpful to me. Let me attend this, or I should not attend this. Okay. And then we have a memory, which whatever the experience we are carrying, it is because of our memory. Then 6th is your ego, which is the identity. And 7th is a soul. That is a self. A lot of people are writing about this self or the soul. I would just focus quickly on the 3 main levels of existence, that is a body, breath, and mind. Breath is something which connects your body and the mind. If breath is gone, you drop your body and then you are left with the mind. Okay, that is what a lot of the scripture says, and that is what the people The recent neurosurgeon also said, The Proof of Heaven. He wrote a book which is very popular in the US. So breath has definitely effect on your mind. Why? Because your mind has also effect on your breath. Like for example, when you get very angry, your mind is into the past and you're thinking of a person you never liked and you're feeling angry because he has done something wrong. Tell me, how is the pattern of your breathing? How is the pattern of your breathing? आपकी सांसें कैसे चलती हैं? How dare he did this with me? Yeah, suddenly one thought in your mind, and yes, very correct, it's fast. And suddenly your entire thermostat of the system is ruined. You feel. That's why in Hindi we say a muhavara, aag babula ho jana, means it's completely with the fire. You have a fire. And when you become sad, if you have cried, how's your breath is going? It becomes more slows down, very correctly. Yeah, heavy. Oh my God. Oh, I could not do that. Yes, this happens. We have cried many times. But at the same time, when you go into the future and become anxious, again your breath is becoming faster. Yeah, tension, stress, anxiety, it's faster, and you're not aag babula at that time. You feel numbness in your hands and legs. The flight or the fight response that we have heard in science, right? So see, with every emotion, the stress which you are encountering in your day-to-day life, okay, for any given point of time, definitely there is an effect on your breath. And let me tell you, the medical science says that there is a rush of lot of toxins which is in the form of adrenaline rush and so many things to make you are just not able to act many times. It is just creating toxins. And let me tell you, the study, the medical science says that today more than 153 diseases in this world are psychosomatic, okay, which is related to your own mind. Yeah. So 95% the diseases now, the doctors says, the pulmonologist says, the cardiologist says, it is because of your own mind, which is becoming stress. And that, of course, apart from your health, it is also, decreasing your efficiency. See, because I'm not against the stress, let me tell you. Stress is required, there has to be a limit to that stress, and that is known as the eustress, which is good for you. There is an ad, daag kabhi kabhi achhe bhi hote hain. Mind controls you. Okay, yeah, correct, very correct. So daag kabhi kabhi, so that stress which increases your efficiency in your research work is a good stress. But what is happening is 99% it is going out of control. Yeah. So if you are just increasing the strength, it is like salt in the food is getting, now it was adding to your taste, but now it is becoming in more quantity. The same best food for you will become the worst. That is what is stress doing to us. Yeah. So how to control? Now, if mind has an impact over breath, then breath also has an impact over your mind. So before we go into the next level of meditation, you should understand what does breath do. I will just share with you the complete statistics, which is not owned by me, but a lot of doctors have studied that. This comes from All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Nimhans Brongler, and Oslo University, Norway, right? That your breath reduces or your breath helps in exiting around 90% toxins from your body every day, apart from your stool, urine, or your sweat and everything, right? Secondly, your breath is like, you can stay without food for 1 or 2 days, maybe with water also, but without breath, not even 2 minutes. Secondly, we can have food for like 1 to 2 kgs of food every day. Average, we can have this much, okay? And how much water? 3 to 4 liters. But do you know how much air we can inhale into our lungs? The pulmonologist says it's around 10,000 liters, 10,000 liter. He says if you expand your lungs and place it, it will cover the entire lawn tennis court, which means everybody is right now having that lawn tennis court area wrapped into their system. But the irony is, the doctors also says we are just using 30% of our lung capacity. That's why we are not immune to many diseases. And the worst part right now is happening with many of the people, that low immunity in this corona time, right? So increasing that lung capacity is very important. So your exercises, your physical fitness definitely works. Other things is what the ancient studies or the ancient wisdom has given us with the yoga and pranayama. You know, prana means increasing your life force energy through your breath. Okay, sometimes you do not feel okay, you feel depressed, or you feel low in your life, or you feel irritated. That is nothing, let me tell you, about just only about the situations. It's actually a low prana. Yes, day before yesterday, I heard a very bad news that one of the research scholars who was about to complete its PhD from IIT Kharagpur committed suicide. This year he was about to become a doctor. What happened? The cases, let me tell you, because we have, yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And Nirav Kumar, I will take the questions, definitely. It's completely fine, it's completely fine. Okay, so that case is what? It's actually the low prana. When it becomes extremely low, the and I say, ethics studies, it can really work. Induji, it's okay. I know a little bit of voice is breaking. Chandan, is it okay right now? I cannot hear you. Yeah.
It's good.
Okay, it's a little bit can be here and there, but I think you will get the main essence, because we cannot do anything about the connectivity despite of the best Wi-Fi we have.
Now it's fine.
So let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Whatever you can understand, don't worry, you will not miss anything. I assure you. Yes, I will again come and again talk to you about this. Yeah, yeah. So, you know, this is where we have to really put our effort. And let me tell you, when we are talking about a creative mind, the relaxed mind is the most important thing to be done. See, the best ideas comes when your mind is more relaxed and it is focused at the same time. So we have seen that monkey will enter into our mind anytime. We cannot control. It is sometimes next to impossible, but there is something known as breath, which with you can control your mind. So how can you do that? That is where, you know, the art of living is very functional in the entire world. We are teaching this breathing techniques, and I would like to share with you some tips. So there are 4 sources of energy also, as we talk about. First thing is the food, then is the breath, third is the sleep, and fourth is a calm, happy, and meditative state of mind. That gives you energy, right? So we're going to talk about how breath can work upon your mind, right? So it is important that you just have to take around 20 minutes for yourself so that you can really be able to relax and do your work effectively and efficiently, right? So what, you know, till now I have been just talking about the theory. Let's get into some practical. Are you ready? Yes. Will you participate? Thumbs up. Can I see the thumbs up from your side? Can you please let these people enter into this? Yeah. Okay. So what we're going to do is, you know, I know you people are locked down, and it is not a very good idea to just sit. And just because it is said that 45 or 1 hour of sitting, just doing nothing apart from your sleep and other things, is almost next to smoking. So let's move a little bit. Okay, can you just shake your hands with me? Little bit of shake, 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 shake. Everybody, please follow me. Okay, this shake, 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 shake. Just do it nicely, 100%, so that your fingers also start dropping. Yeah. Okay, now just keep it on your laps, palms facing the sky, and just see, can you just get some tingling sensations in your hand on your palm? Yes, that is what is the prana which is moving right now. Okay, so now I really would like to give you some tips on some of the desktop exercises which you can do right now. Okay, so what are the desktop exercises? Let me tell you, and I will also tell you the benefits of it. So sitting only in the comfort of your sofa, on the chair, in your office, you can do it anywhere. So what we will do is take your hand on the head. Okay, now this is researched yoga. Let me tell you, I have researched also on myself, and I've heard so many. Now this yoga has been termed by America as super brain yoga. Now the doctor calls it, but it came from India. So just massage your head. Yeah, and don't worry about your hairstyle, just massage it. Yeah. And ensure that you move your scalp also. Don't just rub your hairs. See, a lot of stress while talking, you know, your head becomes hot. It becomes a little warm. So a healthy body or a healthy mind needs to have the head cool. Okay, so now do it with the both ears, both hands. So एक कहावत है, हिंदी में बोलूंगा मैं इसे, कहते हैं हाथ पैर गरम, पेट नरम, सर ठंडा, डॉक्टर आए तो मारो डंडा means your head should be cool like an ice factory, and your stomach, do it over here also, and your stomach should be soft, and your hands and legs should be little warm, right? But it becomes opposite, right? Okay, now do it over here on your eye temples. Just press it. Come on, everybody. Just do not watch, because watching will not work for you. You have to do it by yourself. Yes, a lot of stresses are here. So this touch therapy is right now very, very important. Billions of neurons are bombarding every day. With the dendrites, they are forming a lot of thought patterns and a lot of issues in our life. So just relaxing this, you could do and just feel. You can even keep your eyes closed when you're doing it. Okay, now you can just see between your eyes where all that dirt comes. Just do it over here. Just press it nicely. Okay, now do it on your eyes. Yes, gently. Now do it on your cheeks also, like how you do it with a baby. Yes, and press it nicely. You are just releasing all the tension which you are acquiring every day. Now do it on your jaws. Can you see that there is a gap here? Jaws, yes. Okay, now do it on your chin also. Now this appears to be simple, right? But it is very effective. Okay, now do it with the jaws. Now open the jaws and close it. Open, close it. Yes, you guys are looking nice. Yeah, and close it. Now just twist it. So the mouth exercise. Very good. Okay, now do it with the tongue also. Okay, relax and just feel. Now can you come on to their ears? अपने कानों पर आ जाएं. Ears, yeah. Now pull the ears. In India, and I also traveled in the Southeast Asia, there if somebody does a mistake, we pull the ears. You right? Let me tell you, that is just not a punishment. It is very scientific, because your brain has the nerve endings onto your ears. So when you pull it, you become more aware. While you are doing research, you don't want any mistake. Pull your ears. Yeah, you'll become more active. So this punishment is also very scientific. Now US says that it is now super brain, because it affects your brain also, right? Okay, now can we just do it a little bit of your shoulder, neck movement, right and left. Breathe in, you go to the right side, and breathe out, you go to the left side. Okay, and now go up and down also. Just relax and just move your neck round. When you breathe in, your neck goes back, your head goes back, and breathe out the other side. Yes, now breathe in again. Now the reverse direction. उल्टी दिशा से हम करते हैं. And breathe out. Do it one more time. And relax. Okay. Can you just move a little bit of your body over here? So, this movement is sufficient enough to activate your system. Okay. Whenever you are studying or you are having a long sitting hours, should be done. So this is a to give you some breathing technique which is very effective, and it is known as breath energizer. Sometimes when we feel low or we feel sleepy, we normally have a cup of tea or coffee. So this can actually give a substitute to that. This is a breath energizer. It actually increases your energy inside. Yeah, just follow me how you have to do it. Keep your loose fist in front of the shoulder. Okay, I'll just go a little back so that you can see me properly. Okay, and you have to keep your your elbows close to your body, right? Okay, and keep it loose. When I say breathe in, first take a deep breath in and breathe out. Then I will say, now together forcefully breathe in, your hands goes up, breathe in and out, bring it down, and your fist will also close. Okay, breathe in, open your hands, up, out, bring it down. Forcefully you have to breathe out. Good. I can see a lot of people are doing it correctly. Very good. Breathe in, out, in, out, in, out. Relax. Okay. When I say relax, keep your palms on your laps, palms facing the sky. Okay. So this if you do it regularly, it definitely increases your prana level, lung capacity also at certain level, a certain amount. There are many more ways to do it, but this is right now we can do. And I think this exercise we can just complete in 2-3 minutes on. Okay. So what I'm going to do is right now is I will ask you to do this pranayama that is known as Bhastrika 15 times at least in 1, in 2, and we will do the 2 rounds. We'll relax, then we'll again repeat the round. After that, just follow my instructions. I know there might be a voice problem. 1 or 2 people are, but your side, just follow me. I think that instruction is already clear. Okay. So just come on to this position and now do it with the eyes closed. Once I ask you to relax after finishing the 2 rounds, just follow my instructions. That's it. With your eyes closed, you can sit comfortably wherever you are. Just keep your